they bring you to the barracks where the warden keeps his personal soldiers and thralls. 'Tis a most dangerous path to take. There is another way to reach the warden, a safer way perhaps, that may serve your purpose and perhaps mine as well. Might I tell you of it? I'm listening. The warden is powerful by himself, true, but he is also protected by the many thralls under his control through the collars they wear. The passage to the east leads to the chambers of the Master of Thralls, a lesser Tenari who holds a device that I know allows him to control the collars. Destroy that device and the thralls are freed. The warden is vulnerable, and I will be able to contact my newly freed friends. Some of them are mages who will teleport us away. As well, the portals in the floors to the east may be avoided. They lead only to other cells, I understand, and are full of naught but violent and dangerous creatures. I would not offer this chance, my lord, if I did not think you would have a chance against the warden himself. I can think of no other way for either of us to escape this place, truly. Why do I not simply free your thralls and have them teleport us away? Why must I fight the warden? There are many old and powerful magics in this prison, my lord. We might get away briefly, but the prison's magic would track us, and the warden would send powerful hunters very quickly. But the prison's magic dies with the warden. It is the only way. Well, very well. I suppose we'll have to find this Master of Thralls and do as you suggest, and hopefully it will be enough to overcome the Cambion. Most excellent, my lord. Luck is smiling on me, truly, that the mere chance for true escape arrived with you through that conduit. I wish you every success. Whew, what a mess. Well, let's do the nice thing first. And search the bodies! Oh wow, these guys had quite a bit on them, actually. Wow, quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit indeed. Alright, well, spells will go to Kered. Oops. Magical equipment of various kinds. Start distributing that. Jaheira has room.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Alright, well... Yoshimo obviously can make use of these arrows. He does have some spare ice arrows. And he should probably use up the spare fire arrows as well. Alright, what's this? He doesn't know. Here's this cold scroll. Alright, other stuff. Alright, necklace. Healing potions. Who needs big healing potions? Alright, he only has one. Now let's give him to Yoshimo. He gets hurt a lot, actually. Despite his fairly decent armor class. Oh, another spell scroll. Here we go. Alright. What about this person? I had a Wand of the Heavens. Oh wow, that's a really good find, actually. Cast Flame Strike. Save versus wands for half. Very useful for divine casters like Jaheira. Great find. And we have a bunch of magical stuff to identify. I don't even really know where to begin. What about this armor? Oh, right, we don't have a spell ready. Yeah, either way, though, it seems like a chainmail of some kind. I suppose we'll just hold on to it, and we'll figure out what it does later. As for these spells... Oh, the Death Spell. 6th level Necromancy. Snuffs out the life forces of creatures in the area effect instantly and irrevocably. It cannot be raised or resurrected, but an individual slain in this manner must be brought back via a wish. Creatures with more than 8 hit dice are immune, the exception of summoned creatures, which are slain automatically. Only enemies are affected by this spell. Wow, so you can use this to get rid of summoned creatures and any monsters with less than 8 hit dice. So, that could be potentially useful if your enemy is using summoned monsters, or many weaker enemies. Kered will definitely keep that. Actually, you might learn it right here. Chain Lightning. Ooh, that's a fun one. I think he actually already knows this spell. Let's see. No, he doesn't actually. He doesn't know Chain Lightning. And what's this final one? Flesh to Stone. Spell turns flesh to any sort to stone. All possessions in the person are likewise returned to stone. That's a good way to get an enemy out of the fight. They have to make a saving throw. They don't say what type. Oh, it's versus spells. Wow, that all sounds really good, actually. I think he's actually going to drink a couple potions as a genius and learn that spell right now. I think that should give him a guaranteed chance of learning this stuff. Death spell. Oh, he fails to learn Chain Lightning with a frickin' 23 intelligence. What is the chance to learn it? I'm sure it's like 98% or something ridiculous, and he still manages to not learn it. Where is it? Yeah, 99%. Yeah, you need to roll. You need to roll a 1. Guess what? He just did it. God, that's so annoying. What are you gonna do, though? That's just the way statistics work. Random number generators. Not random at all. Alright, well, let's see. What's this dagger? Does he have it ready? Oh, he can just identify it by looking at it. Pixie prick, +3. The pixie prick almost appears to be a toy, so fine and delicate is the workmanship of the blade and handle. Yet when wielded in the command word sleep is intoned, the tiny dagger glows with a blue nimbus. Upon striking an opponent, the blue pixie prick releases a surge of powerful magic, potentially inducing a deep slumber. Legends say that the ancient sprite knight Alfonso de Noble wielded the pixie prick, not as a dagger, but as a two-handed sword. Target must make a saving throw versus poison or fall asleep for 2 rounds. That is a very impractical-looking dagger, I have to say. But that is a pretty neat effect, and it's a +3 weapon. I think Yan might actually find this really useful. I think I'm going to give it to him. Very nice. Alright, and I guess I'll just keep this sword on hand for when he needs it. Okay. I suppose there's this other stuff we could try identifying too. Bracers of defense, AC 8s. That's really not that good. I think it might improve his AC maybe. Yeah, just by 1. But he'd have to give up his gloves, which make him a better thief. So it's not really worth it. It's not meant to be in combat in the first place. There's the Book of Kingstrom we're still carrying around. Let's see, what about this stuff? Boots of Speed, the paws of the cheetah. These enchanted boots were once the property of a deadly assassin fond of chasing down his prey. He moved with such speed that his targets often didn't have the opportunity to respond even on horseback. Over time, the assassin's fame spread, and though his name was never known, all knew to fear the words last heard by his victims. You can hide, but you cannot run. And it increases movement rate. That is very powerful. Thing is that it also means that one person is basically going to outdistance the rest of the party if they're used. So that should be used very cautiously, actually. Cloak of the Shield. I actually think we have another one of these. Yeah, we do. It's another one. And a small shield +1. Just a generic magical item to sell. Alright, well, do we have anyone that could use a Cloak of the Shield? Yeah, Yan can use it. Here you go, buddy. Got your own now. Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? All this magical armor. Maybe Kered can identify it? With a spell. Melodic Chain +3. The Bards of Melody were a small band of half-elf bardic warriors who entertained and defended scattered elven communities throughout Kalimshan. Enchantments allowed only minstrels to wear their armor, the magical links sliding together to produce beautiful melodies as they danced or fought. Unfortunately, the Bards of Melody were disbanded hundreds of years ago, and the secret of playing the armor faded with them. It is a +3 suit of chainmail that gives armor class 2, weighs only 12 pounds, requires very little strength, can only be used by bards. Well, this would probably be very good for Kered Larae, except he's not with us right now. Oh well, I suppose hopefully we'll be able to save him, and I guess Kered could sell that, but he would probably just give it to him as a gift. Maybe then they could stay out of trouble and they wouldn't have to get dragged in to defend these people all the time. Who knows, though. Alright, so that's the loot. Not bad. What is this thing? This cavern leads downward and seems to pulse slightly, almost as if it were breathing. Ew. That's creepy. Alright, Yoshimo, it's time to be a sneak thief. See what you can find around here. Do we want to go down the dangerous path? I think that's probably actually a terrible idea. If there's no way around these weird, icky portals. Yeah, that does seem like a pretty bad decision. Alright, well either way, Yoshimo is actually pretty badly injured. So he needs a little healing magic. Oh, And actually, Minsk is ready to level up, becoming a level 13 ranger. Alright, he becomes more stealthy, his saving throws go down by a bunch, his Thaco goes down, he gains an additional first level spell, and 3 hit points. So it's actually a pretty decent level. And he's over 100 hit points now. Good for him. Alright, he got another spell. What shall it be? Doom. Oh, there's no saving throw against this spell. -2 to all his rolls. This includes Thaco and saving throw. There's no saving throw versus this spell. He'll learn how to cast Doom! And doom his enemies! The fact that it has no saving throw is actually pretty broken. Chalet just summons up a magical cudgel, detect evil, and of course healing, but it's hardly worth it at that point. Alright, yeah, so people are hurt. We need to be giving our friends medical attention. Quite a bit of it.
I await your need.
Mira's only slightly hurt, so I'll just say she's fine. Alright, well, yeah, there we go. Might as well use the smaller healing spells to heal people, considering they're not as useful in emergency purposes. Or rather, for emergency purposes, excuse me. So, I think going the eastern path seems like the more sensible choice. And we'll drink a small healing potion. Alright, we're good to go there. Alright, Yoshimo.
Nothing dangerous, I would hope.
Wow, that did not take long to find enemies. Oh, apparently these are different thralls. And, I'm not sure what that is. What is... He doesn't want to activate... Oh crap, they found him. Run! There's no real way through him unless the entire party wants to go invisible. That doesn't seem very safe, though. So I guess we're just gonna have to hopefully be able to talk reason into them. Not really sure how else to go about it.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Yes?
Strangers. Here. No. Go, strangers. We cannot control our actions so long as we wear these cursed collars. We attack them. Attack them and kill them all. Aw. That's sad. We're gonna have to fight. I mean, we could flee, but it's just not really sensible. I mean, we've got to go forward. Oh, hey, they summoned up a monster right behind us, actually.
Just name what you want. Yes, of course.
Look out, Yoshimo.
Yeah, I wouldn't dream of refusing.
It's unfortunate we had to dispatch them, but we'd have to sneak past them, and that probably... Who knows whether that would have even worked or not. They do have their collars, though, which is interesting. Let's take a look at these things. Apparently they're so arcane as if they defy identification. What about the shield? Just a generic medium shield to sell. Nothing exciting. Okay. Well, what is this here, this niche? Let's check for traps. Don't appear to be any.
Whatever you need, I do it well.
Oh. A couple of valuables. Bunch of projectiles, actually. Arrows of biting. Oh, that's nasty stuff right there. Whatever gets some of those arrows pumped into him is in big trouble. What is this thing? The brazier glows with a searing heat. An arm reaches from the fire as if waiting to grasp something and draw it into the heat. Well, we don't know what to stick in there. Not really sure. Alright, well, I suppose the practical thing now would be to have Yoshimo start looking for traps.
Something you need.
Kered maybe would cast invisibility on him.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Do your thing, man. think we can go around this one if we're careful. Oh, enemy sighted. More unfortunate thralls. And a bunch of Umber Hulks. And a Minotaur. Ooh, that's bad. And that's just news, bad news. Wow, and they even have a wyvern in here too. And some sort of really strange device. Not sure what that is. Either way though, we gotta deal with these enemies. I would have hoped that we could save the thralls, but Umber Hulks, that's just nothing but trouble. Alright, we'll have him move up so that he can scout them out. Looks like just about there. Alright. So, Yoshimo would signal to the others what the cutoff point is.
The bigger they are, the harder I hit.
Alright, and we'll have everyone else set up, use ranged weapons.
It shall be
Ready
done with
as
skill and care, if not brevity.
Alright, yeah, do you have an area effect attack spell? No, you really don't. Which means, well wait, you have Oils of Fiery Burning. Never mind, you're all
I
set.
can hear you just fine.
Alright, so he'll use those, and Kered will probably use... Should he use the Cloud Kill Wand or one of his spells? Let's just have him use one of his spells. Alright, he'll use Fireball. Oh, don't walk into that, please. Okay. Now, he'll use Fireball, hopefully without walking forward to his doom. There we go. Yeah, and I'll use a potion.